now?
Yes, so the first live tool is live tool 7, the 4 magnets. This is a very important and very practical live tool. And for that, we will have teacher Choi to teach that live tool. Let's welcome.
Okay, so okay, I will share my slide. So I have 30 minutes, right?
We have
Okay.
35 minutes because you want the extra for the exchange. Okay, you want to
Okay.
share your. Okay.
Okay, good. Let me share my slide. Okay, there is okay. I hope I can finish up all the slide, but anyway, we'll try. Me. Okay, Live 27 is technically it's a simple live tool, but it's very useful. I'm using this live tool and I managed to reduce my turnover and to only less than 2%, almost 4 years. Less than 2%, I believe. So that's why I would like to share how this live tool, how we apply this live tool. So tonight I'm not using the manual to teach word by words, but I extract out some of the important things that you should know in this live tool. Okay, you might feel it easy, but to apply it is another matter. Okay, the live 27 4 magnets finding pupil to lead, and this 4 magnet is not plug. Christian Michael is not plug from sky. I think it's he against extract from ancient literature or scripture, and a very famous one. And inside there, they mention 4 ways to find people to lead. So, do you all still remember what is the definition of leader? Yeah. Anyone want to try? Megan, you remember what is the definition of the leader? Or Chita?
Definition of leader. Bring people to a better place.
Yes, very close. Okay. This is what I put there also. A leader is someone who guides people to a better place. But this is not a complete one. The complete one is the leader is someone who guides a group of people to a better place. But I'm putting it up because it's clear in this definition that pupil and better place is important because we not only want to achieve a target as a leader, we also want to make sure to guide people to reach a better place. So pupil is important and he matched to our live tool names, find pupil to lead. And also at work, a leader without follower have only idea. I mean, you can tell how good you are in your leadership, but if I ask you, are you an individual contributor or are you leading people? You say my job is just individual contributor, but I have many idea how to lead people. Yeah, that I know. You only have idea how to lead people instead of really leading people in your workplace. So I just want to share. You see, want to reflect in work situation and why we need to learn all this skill. And we are talking about skill now, right? The 4 magnets. So usually you have a high performer, I always meet target and deliver result and achieve very good performance. Usually what you do, you promote someone, this people into management role. This means that you put them into leadership positions, supposed to, right? But usually what is happening, I don't know y'all, but in my career, my long career, right, in the industry, and I always facing problem is after you promote them, this is a condition. This is a condition, and people they just cannot bring people together. And I even seen a department which is they supposed to have almost 10 people, almost 50% resign after someone promote become a leader or become a manager. Okay. So this is why we need to learn some skill, and so that we can bring people, and so that we can lead people. So at work, a leader without follower, just now we mentioned that it's just a matter of idea. Maybe you have good idea to lead people, then you should try it out, and you will see. Right? Idea and practical is different things. Okay, then this is, I'm going to start this. Leadership begins only when people choose to move with you. So if we have, even in the war, if you're a general without soldier, we are saying that these are people is just a strategist. They know, they have idea how to fight the war, but you have no army. And same as when we are in the work, when leader without follower, just a thinker, what they have only idea. And so leadership is different from manager. Manager is a title, right? And sometimes because manager, people have no choice, they follow you. Because hierarchy-wise, you have authority. But leader might not need, actually they don't need title or what strategy you have, because these are not the element to measure leadership. So what is leadership is, they can measure by number of people who can inspire and move forward together with you to a better place. And this is, I always mention that in the company, I'm lucky or unlucky, I work in 2 companies which have union. And I always feel that the union leader in certain aspect, their leadership even more successful than a management team, because they have majority people follow them. And those people is just a very low ranking staff. But they just believe they can bring them to a better place. So in this particular life too, besides the 4 magnet, Mr. Michael introduced 2 important concepts, which I extract out. I hope we can share here. And one is the living example. And any idea? Do you have seen this photo in your manual? Anyone seen this? You can put up. You can put your hand. Anyone seen this picture? Or do you open up your manual? Have a look. Now you open. I know. This is a very cute photo. A mother teaching children to brush their teeth. So, and that bring up a very, I think for Kaiser Michael, actually the most powerful style of leadership actually is a living example. And this is leadership without words. And actually, how many leadership style we learned earlier? I remember who is teaching that. Teacher Sugan and teacher Benny, I think from Hong Kong. In Singapore, he teach how many leadership style? Do you all remember?
3.
Yeah, very good, Harry. Wow, you really.
Kingsmode, Shepherd.
Oh, yes, yes.
And what's
Shepherd.
the call in the boat together?
Ferryman and Shepherd. So very good. So we learn 3 leadership style, but now we think that the most powerful style of leadership is actually living example. Right? Yes, the 3 leadership style is very powerful also. I think I use it in my work and we teach it in corporate, but living example is the one we really need to apply. So you get why it's so important. Because people rarely follow, just like the kids. You explain to them how to brush the teeth, how important. I don't think they will follow you. But if you can demonstrate, you can do it together with them, they will follow you. Right? They don't listen what you say, they see what you do. All right. Am I correct, Harry? Yeah. See who are the people here now. Josephine, yeah, Josephine's here. Okay. Okay, that's what is the second point is that they follow what leader consistently do. consistency is important because consistently show this is what we will do it in everyday life. So people, your member will look at you, and if you don't consistently perform certain behavior and you want the staff to do it, I think nobody will follow. Okay? Just like you say, everybody should come punctually to meeting or come to work, but you are the one that always late. Do you think your guys will follow you? Yeah? Chita, do you think your people follow you if you don't keep to what you tell them?
No.
Yeah, I think you are correct. So we need to demonstrate that as a good living example for our staff if you really want them to follow certain guidelines and all this. Just like during COVID, every day you can ask people to wear face masks and in the canteen don't talk. But you are a manager, you are the leader. When you don't wear face mask or you go to canteen, you start to talk, then people will just don't follow. They just follow what you are doing. They also will take down their face mask. They will start to talk. And you cannot even take action because you yourself didn't do it. So this is very important. And that's why leadership is not taught first, is demonstrate first. Just like these kids. Casey Michael using this picture to demonstrate, to teach a kid to brush the teeth. What you need to do is demonstrate, do it every day. They wash and they will start to do it. Or else, and as a leader, you will not get follower to follow you. Then Casey Michael also mentioned another important concept in getting people to lead is apprenticeship. So according to Casey Michael, this is the shortcut to greatness. At first, I don't know why this is a shortcut to greatness, but in the teaching earlier, when we attend his teaching on this topic, he mentioned that he actually very appreciate this type of method, that you have a master and you learn from the master and learn very detailed what the master do. And in ancient Tibetan master, ancient Tibetan master were taught the true mastery come through the apprenticing used under the great master. So they always look for the great master. But unfortunately, according to Casey Michael, this type of practice already disappeared because now we are in modern world. Everything we talk about fast, right? Because this type of the skill you need time to train from very beginning, even in group leadership. So you need to get somebody which is very good in leadership. You need to practice. You need to follow the instruction. But in this modern life, everything fast. So fast food and all this, and people will, and even in production line. And our concept is to make every work become so simple, very minimum guidance, and people get the operator, they go to the line and they can start to do it. So this concept is lost. So he said working closely with outstanding mentor is the fastest path to become an exceptional leader. Similarly, I think leadership is the same. All right. So you need a good leader to guide you. And we are very lucky because we can learn from Casey Michael. And in this automatic leadership, you can learn many skills. Of course, you still need to find somebody to guide you through, so that if you want to become a good leader even faster. Okay. Let me see. Okay. You see, this is, Casey Michael also showed this photo in Russia. Right? Even though you are because it's in Russia, one of the various school, they pick very talented student and give you the master to train them become a great dancer. That's why if you have a great master, even though you're already very good, you're very experienced, right? But if you meet a great master, then you know you still have a gap and they still can bring you up. So you can see this in this school, they pick a very talented student and they still can bring them into next level. Instead of searching for a right mentor, plant the seed to create one with every quality that you want. So we don't find mentor, right? In this system, we don't find a mentor, we plant the mentor. And how to plant the mentor? Josephine, how to plant the mentor? Using what method? Anyone?
Oh, sorry, Teacher Choi. Just having my dinner after.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay, Josephine.
Before, yeah,
Okay.
and also I don't know the answer. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Anyone want to try how to plant? What tools that you need to plant a mentor?
Using the Panche Kile and Juche Kile and for 4 and 5. And using the 4 step to find a mentor.
Yeah, I think Harry, very, very good. All right. How to plant a mentor? First, I think this is 4 steps. I will not go through in detail. So, of course, step 1 is I want to find an extraordinary leader who can be my mentor. Then the second step is find someone else also seeking for this to be trained in the skill. Third step, spend 1 hour a week. I think we know this. This is the most powerful tools in Diamond Cutter system, and we plan what we want. So do the coffee meditation, and finally, and we know that leader is not fine, the master is not fine. Actually, we are actually plan them. So, but in the manual, if you're careful, they mention that when they'll sit with when you get the mentor, and make sure that you check them out first, truly, right? Before you committed, become a teacher and student relationship, and check whether they are applying the seed intelligence in their daily work or not. This is St. Michael's advice, and don't simply committed teacher-students relationship, because we want to find really a good teacher for ourselves. Okay, these are the 2 concepts that St. Michael brought up in this Life 2 before I go to the 4 magnets. Then what is the 4 magnets? What is the 4 magnets? So if you already read the manual or you go through the video, which is teacher student share, then you know first magnet is generosity. Invest in your pupil, right? So second magnet is praise, recognize the strength. Very often, I always look for chances to recognize your staff, the strength or what they're doing good. And also consistency. Push for accountability. I will explain this in a little bit detail later. And finally, walk the talk. As a leader, we need to lead by example. This is exactly one of the concepts we mentioned earlier. This is the most powerful leadership style. Lead by example. Okay? A leader is someone who guides people to a better place. Always remember, these are the 4 tools that will allow us to do that. Okay, first one, generosity. So invest on people to give them time. A lot of people think that invest on people, just give them salary, give them the reward. But actually be generous to your member. Actually, you need to do more. You need to spend time with them. Right? Time is also very precious for a leader, but you still need to spend time with them, understand them better, right? And also share your knowledge with them, give them, teach them, right? Appreciate them with some reward and also opportunity for them to grow, and support them when they spend your time to support them when they are doing some job. So practical example is like coach them who wanted to be promoted. Try to bring your pupil to promote. Even sometimes after they promote, they might not under you, but I think it's very important because as a leader, we're going to bring them to a better place. Also, we share your network by introduce them to management team, or when visitor come, and be generous. Don't just take every critic and introduce your team to them, and so that they are recognized not only internally, also externally. So this is what I'm doing because we are doing project. When we always very often we have some high level customer come in from General Motors, Nissan. I always introduce my project manager, my project team to them. I think they will feel appreciated, and they are very happy, right? So these are things that it's not measured by monetary, but I can show you your pupil actually looking for it sometimes. Okay, give the team opportunity to lead meeting or project. Don't take every task and share the opportunity with them, and remove obstacles that prevent them from doing their work. So also this will take up your time, because when you help them to overcome certain obstacle or inter-department problem, they know, right? They know that you're helping them, right? You're generous. You're willing to spend your time to help them to solve some of the problem that which they can't. At home also the same, right? Your children also sometimes they expect you to spend some time with them, and also to help them to do something. Support training, development, and this is when you're generous, we need to bring up our people. So magnet one is to build trust. Give first, and people will trust you. Okay, this is magnet one. How about magnet two? Magnet two is that encourage your team member very often, very generously. Because this is my weakness also. I always feel that when I pay you salary, I don't need to spend so much. I mean, what for? I know to still feel that I need to feel recognize your work. But in here, Casey Michael saying that even a small success, small good job, you should recognize them. So practical example like praise effort, not just result. Sometimes the result might not good. Sometimes we will feel the schedule, but they put in so much effort, and you should recognize that and praise them. Look for success, not failure. And this is my failure. My weakness also. I like to look for failure. And when I work in Sony, that's why I have a lot of problem during the times to keep people. But after I learned from Casey Michael, I changed. And that's what I believe I can keep many good people with me in Robot Bosch. Celebrate milestone, not only the end result. Also recognize people publicly. Of course, with permission. Some people, they don't like people recognize publicly, but please check first. Give development feedback privately. This feedback means that some improvement expectation. Don't openly tell people that they are no good. If they really need to improve, do it privately. Send a simple thank you message after someone goes through extra miles. So you can see here, magnet 2 is encouraged often, and people believe in themselves. We want to bring out the confidence. So number 3, magnet 3 is that get team member to act. So coach people to apply new skill and help them to succeed. And Casey Michael is saying in this 5.2 saying that we need to make sure those people go for training, come back, they must practice. Not because we think that we spend the money, invest on them, they need to pay back. But you want them to grow, right? After communication training, observe them in meeting whether they practice what they learn or not. Give coaching afterward. If you think that they still need something to improve, then you can coach them and let them try again. Give them chance to try again. Like this, right? This week, each of you should delegate one task using the framework we learned after they attend the communication training, so that they really practice what they learn, not just spend money on them. So the magnet 3 is build confidence. If you want to bring people to next level, without confidence, you can't achieve it. So the last magnet is, I think is this very much for the leader. Practice first what you preach to the team member. Very simple is walk your talk. So model the behavior and value you expect. So practice example means that admit your own mistake as a leader to show your accountability. This picture, at first I wonder why Kissemaker put this picture. Means that if you say left, you make sure you do left. Or else the whole team will mess up because they don't know what, they cannot follow you. So always arrive before the meeting start, punctuality as I mentioned earlier, or else you can't even drive the team punctually. Attend training yourself, keep learning, and you cannot just sending your guys go for training and you yourself try to skip all the training that you're supposed to attend. Listen without interruption and treat everyone equally, respect with respect. So my next 4 is credibility as a leader, leading by example, and people choose to follow you. And this is what we want. Right? Let's start to use these 4 magnets. And actually, this is why they are called magnets, because when you apply these 4 methods to deal with your members, each one of these magnets strengthen the relationship together with great leadership, leadership, then people will follow you. So people join you not because of your company title, your title, but they stay with you. They join you because maybe you're a good company, you have a high ranking, but they will stay with you because your good leadership. So the 4 magnets actually will help you to become a kind of leader people naturally want to follow you. Okay. I hope I don't take too much extra time. I think if you have any question, I think at the end we can answer, right? And
It's better you answer now. If you can.
okay. Do I have time?
Yes, you still got 8 minutes.
Yeah, teacher, you still have some time. I turn
How
on
long?
the timer for you. Hold on, yeah.
8 minutes.
Okay. Any question? Okay, let me stop sharing. Okay, any question on this level? This Life 2.7? Yeah, any question or application I can share with you? Yeah, Hari.
Actually, I want to ask about the previous Zoom meeting because I'm not quite understand about the last live too.
Which
The
one?
last live too. The level 4, SIDS intelligence.
Okay, then later. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Seed Intelligence, you also can still ask in the action lab.
Yes.
Or you can ask in the chat group, our WhatsApp group. Okay. Hari?
Jacqueline is there.
Okay. Okay, Hari.
Any other people? Anyone want to ask anything about the format X? I think it's very straightforward. But only thing when you apply, it's not as easy as what you think. All right. So when I learned this this automatic leadership 2017. My first TCIG level taught by Kissemaker in Johor, and after that, I think this is one of the live tool I use it almost immediately because in multinational in Penang, turnover is the biggest challenge for all the manager, right? And in the factory, 15%, more than 15% is very normal, right? Plus minus around 15%. So, but that's why I apply this live tool immediately, and I really make changes a lot, and I reduce the turnover. And until today, my relationship with my ex-staff still very good. Right? I think I still meet them even after I leave the company almost 4 years, and on and off they will ask me for lunch and all this. And yeah, I think GL know that when she followed me to Bosch to teach the corporate training, and they will know I still very close with my ex-staff. Yeah. Okay. Anyone want to ask? I think it's straightforward, the four magnet, right? But as I mentioned just now, the second magnet, to recognize people is always my weakness. Right? I always feel that I pay money, you're supposed to work, and why I need to praise you, and I already very busy. My boss never do that. I do this. But I think that is, you don't need to pay any money, right? By doing that, I think for them, important is that you recognize them, you observe what they are doing. You cannot praise them simply that standard answer using simply pick one reason, but you always need to observe what they are doing. That's why you can observe even a small success they achieve. Right? Then they will feel very happy. And most of people in exit interview, they saying that my boss don't know what I'm doing. In the year-end appraisal, they will even challenge you. You know what I'm doing. You know what I'm doing in the production floor. So you see people looking for recognition and looking for this type of simple recognition, and they very happy if you know what they're doing. Okay. Lisa, are you there? You have many stuff, right?
Teacher Alyssa cannot answer at the moment.
Okay, it's okay. Anyone? If no, then maybe we'll let the next teacher to cover the live tool. If you have time at the end, you have problem, you have any question, or then we can discuss in more detail. Okay, thank you very much. I pass it to you.
Okay, then next we will invite Teacher Xiao Yi. Harry got a question?
Yes,
So-
Harry.
Actually, when you build a business, right, there is let's say we have a team, right? We have a team. Then how do you manage the time to talk with them and choose them to train? Or you just do the train for all of them?
Good question. So you are saying that you start a business, you're already very busy, where got time to train, and where got time to talk to them, right? But do you think you really don't have time, or you don't want to spend that time with them? Right? I think, I don't know, I don't want to talk about the seat first. We talk about the appearance, right? Appearance situation. I think everybody still have time. It's a matter of how you plan your time to talk to your people. That's why in multinational, the year-end appraisal is very, very difficult, because they will challenge you how much you know about my job. Now you want to appraise my job at the end of the year. Right? So actually, you just imagine we have the responsibility to bring them up to a better place. Just like your children is come and ask you, I mean, we also need to spend time with your children. You cannot say that I'm so busy in my work, I have no time to spend with my children. You still, it's a matter of planning and priority. But I don't know other people. At first, I don't put priority on my staff, because I just like feeling that I have so many projects to handle for the company. I don't have time, right? And I cannot plan your training. But later, when you think that they are your asset, we have the responsibility on them. Automatically, you will prioritize your time, right, to take care of the people that are going to achieve something, even for you, right? So this is how I do. I just prioritize my tasks rather than spend time in something which is not that important. I spend time with my stuff. I talk to them every day, right? So I think this is how I do. I don't know other teacher how you will do it, but
Well, I just have a way to share what I would like to say to Hari and everyone, just share my experience. Yeah, I also have a very busy job, and I can see that most of our leader, if we know the normal leadership training, there's a lot about you do coaching or you help others. It's meant like what is within your role and responsibility. But once you learn the SEED system, you do the exchange exercise, for example, or equality exercise. As a leader, you want to be successful, right? Correct, not Hari? Do you think your staff also want to be success? This is where the equality practice coming in. So once you understand this, to make yourself success is to make others success. And if you don't guide them, you don't train them, how can you become success? You are busy. That is the normal conventional way. I used to be like that. But once I understand this, I'm very happy to coach and mentor my colleagues, even from other departments. At one time, I got more than 10 people. And I think I planted the seed to see many people, many good team member coming to my team. And also, I think I still can continue my journey of learning wisdom because I've been sharing my knowledge and wisdom with others. So that is, you need to look at it from the SEED perspective. Conventionally, I think Jacqueline maybe can agree with me. We are all very busy, okay? A lot of things to do. Training and coaching people is one of the lower priority. But once we learn the SEED system, this is where we need to make a change. And once you plant the seeds, you don't have to think how the result come back. It will come back. Okay. So that is where you need to start to think, practice. I think Teacher Shugan developed the inner garden. A lot of things we can practice. Equality, exchange. And then once you understand, your staff want to be success. How do you help them? Okay. I hope it gives you some insight.
So Hari, of course, we want to touch the seed. Then is where the ultimate solution for me. I plant seed for time. I plant seed for time to start my book club at my home. I also the time they're coming to in my work also. Actually, before I retired, the last three years, most of the job actually my guys already handled. I spend time to train them and even helping the company to do something extra. So you have time. Of course, you can plan time for sure, but in the appearance level, you still can do many things. I think how we prioritize the stuff. If you think your stuff is really important, you have a responsibility to bring them up. Okay.
Okay, so
thanks.
Thank you, Hari, for the good question, and we
thanks.
hope you can pick up something for the action lab. Okay, you practice it. The most important is you practice and try and see. All right. So I will hand over next topic to Teacher Xiaoyi on Life Tool number 9, which is skillful means.
Thank you, Teacher Getting, and thank you, Teacher Troy, for his very detailed teaching about the Life 2.7s. Good evening, everyone. I'm Xiaoyi. I'm new to the DMO teacher teams, and it is a very honor to me to be here today with every one of you. So last time, it seems if you look into the manual, it's very short, right? It's only about 3 pages. But this Life 2, in fact, in the applications type, it will be quite difficult. Yeah. So I hope I can cover the gist of this Life 2 with you guys. And let me show my PPT first. Yeah. Can you see? Okay. All right. So actually, as we know that automatic leadership level 8 is actually divided to 3 parts. And we are still in the part 3 of the technique to become a successful leaders. And the Life 2.9 is the final Life 2 for this technique to become a successful leaders. So it has a very interesting name called skillful means unexpected strategy. So in the last application labs, Teacher Sugan actually reviewed the Life 2.8 with us about the 4 modes of management. So Life 2X taught us about the simple skill that we need every day, so that we are knowing when to give a direct instructions, or when to coach, when to support, or when to let our team work on their own. So we are actually use these 4 different types of management modes called peaceful, generous, powerful, and fierce mode to actually to do our management works. But however, sometimes it will be a very difficult step for us that as we know, if we are work in group, all of us are human beings, right? So with humans, a lot of conflict will appear, right? So the problem will happen. The people will get jealous, correct? Yeah, and people will compare themselves to others, and ego gets in the way. So this when we are facing this type of situations, so maybe the 4 types of the management modes couldn't control the team. So what would you do when the people on your team are start fighting, and you and the normal management rule just don't work anymore? This is actually quite real example happens in the corporate rights. Yeah. So, and this actually will lead us to our very last strategy in these sections, Life 2.9, skillful mean, unexpected strategy. So what do y'all know, or what does this skillful means really means to you guys? Any ideas about it? I like this picture being this picture by this notebook LM. So it give me it's actually some in simple words, or this skillful means is actually a mix of the deep love for people, and you think out of the box. It means that we want to bring out the absolute best of the people in the way they actually never expected. Yeah. So it's mean that we are not like it's mean we have to stop reacting in the same old way when the problem happens. Yeah. So this skillful mean is not meaning that we simply like put people in a tough situations, but it have a very deep love for our people. So let's look at the story right up from the manual, whereby Geshe Michael actually give an example on that. So imagine you have a very smart young people in your departments, and both of them want to get promoted to be a manager. But because there is only one manager job available, and they start to compare with each other in a bad way, and they start to get jealous on each other, they talk back behind each other, and they are actually start ruining the happy energy of the whole group. So I want to ask everyone or you, if you are facing this kind of situation, if you are the boss in this situation, what is the expected, the normal way that you will solve this problem? Or how do the most bosses will react based on this problem? Let's have some interactions. You can actually just turn on your mic and say it out, or you can type, set KPI and see it's better, see which one is better, right? Yeah. I think KPI will be the normal performance measurement in all the corporate work. Other than that, do you all think that you will put these 2 papers, separate them into the different department, so that to avoid all this fighting? Okay. Or what else? I'm sure here got bosses, right?
What will happen usually if you promote one person, the other one will leave?
Yeah, correct. When you promote one, or the other one will be left the company, right? Or even that you were in the diamond deal, right? Which one you want to promote? Since both of them have a better, since both of them have a good performance, my boss said, lock them in the room and provide them only coffee. If they cannot settle, don't let them come out. Teacher Choi, is it a real case happen in your corporate?
Yeah, I think my boss and also GM boss is the same. He always tell us,
Maybe this is the unexpected strategy that used by your boss.
I think German like to have to say it this way. Whenever we cannot solve a problem, they say, okay, I'll lock you in the room.
Yeah. Okay. So you
Another room.
sorry, Josephine, can you repeat?
To plan another room. Yeah. So
lock
Yeah.
them in the meeting room.
no, I think like to create another room. Yeah. Create
To-
another.
To
Yeah,
create another role so they can fix two of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Megan said open a discussion between the two. Well, this seems like an expected strategy most of the corporate or most of the sponsors will do. But in fact, we only serve the temporary problem. We actually didn't solve the root problem of all these problems. So let's see what normal bosses usually will do. The normal reaction that we will separate them into the two different projects so that they won't, so that to reduce the argument between them. But with this, we actually just hide the problem. We not really like solve the hidden problem among them, because mostly they are actually jealous on each other. So okay. And second, we will give them a scary lecture in the office, right? So like the Mr. Choi, Teacher Choi cases, to put them in the room and let them have a discussion or let them talk, or maybe the bosses will scold them heavily, just want to get the dispute done. But with this, that is actually will force the companion to the fails, but the resentment will build from this. Okay, and the third, if we fire one of them and keep the other ones, so we may lose the other talented employee, and this eventually the surviving ego is validated in the situation. And if we didn't solve the deeper causes, in future this issue will happen again and again. So all this, the normal way, is just hidden. It's just solve the hidden situations temporarily. The bad seed is still there. So what will be the real things that we can actually do in this, using this life tool? That okay. So the very interesting things that Geshe Michael actually recommend in this life tool is to force them to work together on every single project. So, and instead of separating them, so this unexpected strategy will force them to work together. So it's actually sound very crazy, right? Normally, we think if the people have dispute, we actually should avoid getting them together, and so that the dispute can get lesser. But in this life tonight, he said no, you should actually put them together and let them work together. Okay. So and this actually have why they put two fighting people together. There is a wisdom behind this strategy. So from the understanding from the manual, I actually split this unexpected strategy into 3 master steps. So the first one, it will be let them into the same project and hit out the things. And second is we will create the dissonance. And third phase is the big breakthrough will be happens if we use this unexpected strategy correctly. So I will explain each step in the more details. So in this step 1, heat things up. By putting them on the same team, we actually force them to talk to each other. At first, normally they will try to beat each other, right? Or they will try to be quiet, let the person talk, and inside their heart there will be a lot of unhappy things, right? A lot of inner voice in the heart and telling he is smarter, let him start, let him get the things. But in our real thinking, we are very unhappy about our competitor. So when we are actually putting them together, let them work, they will actually surprisingly, you will see that they will get a lot of work done. And beside that, the bad feeling of the jealousy will hit up into the highest level, and they can't ignore of the jealousies anymore. So when we
Sorry, one minute. Harry, can you mute yourself? Harry, I need you to mute yourself. I can't do that on you. Harry, are you listening? Harry, can you mute yourself? Harry.
I think it's okay now. Yeah,
Yes.
Sorry,
Okay.
Teacher Shane. Go ahead.
Okay, thanks. This will be the first step that actually we put them together, that their hits among them getting higher and higher. Then we move to the second step. On this step, we actually make them think. We want them to create this resonance among them. So while they are actually working together, you actually start, when during the morning talk, we can actually start to give some advice to them, and we can actually talk about how jealousy can actually restore the company teamwork. And with that, slowly we actually can skillful mean that telling them to use 4 steps. In order to get promotions, you actually have to help someone to get promoted. So while you are doing it regularly, consistently, and one day you will find that even though when they are trying to beat each other, but they will start to feeling guilty and this uncomfort among them about their jealousy. And with that, they will feel a big conflict inside their hearts. Their old selfish mindedness will want to win, but the new idea will tell them that to be kind, to help on the others. So this will be the I would say quite a smart way to slowly insist the 4 step into these 2 persons during their morning talk. So this will not like usually when people have conflict, we like to say that, hey, please use 4 step. But this is like people won't use it because they won't see the benefit. But if we slowly instill it in their daily life, then they can slowly pick up the idea and they will use it when they feel the competition among them, and they really want to try to like outperform, and they want to change the situation, they will do it. Okay, and then it comes to the step 3. So on this step 3, the big breakthrough will happen during here. So because these 2 young people are very smart, so the new idea will actually go inside them. And one day this breakthrough will happen, and they will look to each other and realize that, hey, you are just like me. And while we are fighting, the jealousy will disappear and they will become close friends who support each other. So these are the 3 steps that actually recommended in the manual, and on this unexpected strategy that Geshe Michael actually introduced to us on how we can actually use this skillful means to solve the conflict between the 2 talented staff. But this is just like a very beautiful like idea, right? But it's in fact, like application, it may be very hard to apply. But let's see how our teachers, the great teacher, how he used this skillful mean actually to develop how this Geshe Michael teacher Ken Rinpoche use this skillful mean unexpected strategy to train our teacher Geshe Michael to be someone who are very I would say very very influential in today in today wisdom. Okay. So as we know, like the Geshe Michael during his finished in the Princeton University, he was very smart. He knew ancient language like Sanskrit and Tibetans. He was a good student. So when he learned from the Ken Rinpoche that time, the Ken Rinpoche that time got a translations project. Then a young Geshe Michael thought, my teacher is going to give me a job, a translating job, because this translating is very important during the time. And young Geshe Michael think that he can actually use his talent to help the teacher. But our teacher also have a peer which is very talented like him also. So surprisingly, the Ken Rinpoche used this skillful means. He actually didn't give the Geshe Michael to do the translation job. He actually testing out the Geshe Michael. So if you are a Geshe Michael, how would you feel at that time? You are so looking forward to to get this translating job, right? But in fact, you are being assigned to do this translation, but your teacher, the Ken Rinpoche, give this assignment to another teacher and another peer student, and he actually asked young Geshe Michael go to wash the dishes, sweep the floor, and make tea, do all the dirty jobs. So at that moment, the heat things actually immediately inside the Geshe Michael. He actually, all his hidden pride, jealousy, and feeling about, hey, this is very unfair. Why I can't just doing the translating job? But he actually didn't tell out. But inside his heart, he's feel the disappointment and actually jealous about what the peer can do to do jealous on the peer being assigned to do the translation works. So, but on the step 2, actually, young Geshe Michael spent times to think about why the teachers being assigned him to do the dirty works while he is actually washing all the dishes. And this make him stop and think deeply. Why am I so upset? And why am I here to learn the wisdom? Am I here just to because I want people to praise my ego? So he immediately saw his own pride clearly. And with this, and he actually plans it to get over it of it. And eventually he has a very big breakthrough. When the Geshe Michael let go of his pride and learned to be truly humble, and his heart is become very clean and pure. And only after that, the teacher, the Ken Rinpoche, give him a very deeper teaching. And years later, Geshe Michael is being given the project ACIP, which is the ALL project we call right now. And Geshe Michael also wrote a very famous book, The Diamond Cutter. And these are from the skillful means the teacher actually use this type of method or strategy to train him to become a better person and to help him to clear all his basic to become a better person. So from here we can see that whether we are deal with our young staff member in the office or or we can train our student. A skillful mean we can use these 3 steps to melt away the pride and bring out the best in someone. So fast forward from from 10 years after the office story that indicate in the manual. So this young employee actually who are 5 now become a middle-aged manager, and they are doing very well in the company, and their relationship is become like a brotherhood. So these are the small clever things that we can do to our employee, or even among our team community, that a little small seed that we can plant eventually will go really will become a very big tree in the future. So to wrap up from this from this lab 2, so you just remember 3 steps that 3 simple things. The first is to break the habits. When a simple rules doesn't work, don't just get angry or separate the people. Try an unexpected or smart idea to let them work together and help them with the hearts. Skillful means it doesn't about like playing trick among the people. It's actually come from a real love that you have toward your people, and you want to bring out the best of the people. Okay, and the third one is combine your truth. So it actually this life 2-9, you can actually mix with the other life 2, like life 2, 6, 7, and 8 to do your daily management. It's not only like we can only use the life 2 isolated, but it can actually mix with it. So then you can see that it will work very well in your to solve the conflicts. Yeah. So I know it's like to actually to have this skillful mean to have an unexpected strategy is actually need a seed also. So it is not easy we can actually apply this life 2, because if we're not using it correctly, the situation will get worse. So what can we do to actually have this creativity to have this skillful means idea? Is one thing that we can actually plan is rejoicing other people's creativity. This is the life 2 they've taught in the level 9. If we don't have the idea on how can we use the unexpected strategy, what we can do right now is to plan a rejoicing first, so that eventually when we need the idea to solve a conflict between the 2, then we already have these 6 written, and we have an idea to actually solve the problem. So what we can, before we can actually start really test this life 2, I will suggest that we can just start to plan a very simple simple seeds. It's just rejoicing on other people's creativity, so that eventually we can have this creativity seed ripen to solve our future problem. So with that, I hand over the time back to Teacher Getting.
Thank you, Xiao Yi. So anyone have any question? It is not very straightforward like what Teacher Choi had taught, but this is something, okay, unexpected strategy, but you can consider when you face those problems. Okay. And
All right.
thank you, teacher. Yeah. Kim Ning, you got a question? Yes.
Okay. Coming from a educator, so I lead students in teamwork. Right. There's a challenges in the younger generation. If they don't like it, they don't come. Yeah. And they don't want to get involved. They will not even want to reply, and then the whole team started to fell apart. Then someone has to take up the whole role of it. So teamwork is actually very, very challenging for us. And then nobody wants to be a leader in the team itself, because it's so challenging for the young people to handle. Of course, if I were the lecturer, I will sit down with the team and actually work things out. But because this is basically a lot of students come to me, right? I'm the pastoral care, so something like a coach, yeah, for them. So it is always hearing that. So now instead of that, I think I need to plant my seed than rather to teach my colleague how to plant seed. Isn't it? Right. Am I right?
Yes, Ching Ting, frankly speaking, I do have these conflicts among the I mean the two of my group member have a conflict to fight from each other, but I do
Okay.
have friends who actually have this situation whereby two of the manager they are compete with each other. They don't talk to each other. They even said that if you put us together, we won't work. So what he did is he actually it's like what you say, he actually plant the seed himself. So what he did is he actually do all the gathering, because he see these two people are actually wanted to separating out and fight every day. So he do all the gathering, company gathering. During the time it was the Chinese New Year, so a lot of gathering. So he do it with the awareness that why I want to do all this gathering,
Yeah, with the
because I want,
intention in mind. Yeah.
yes, I want to bring people together. So he actually organized a lot of gathering, even the family, the uni friends, and with that, in 3 months, these two managers can sit down in dinner and talk to each other.
Okay, so this what is appearing in front of me is actually is not related. They are not in a way very close. I mean, there are students that come to me with a situation. All right, so these are it should be. I will say supposedly this will be handled by my colleague. Okay, but because the students so afraid to let the lecturer knows, so I am the one that actually they come to seek advice from me. Yeah, so that is why it's in a way it's challenging for me because I'm not able to directly work on it. So that's why by having planting seed, to be very intelligent how to actually work around with it. Yeah, rather than going to my colleague and tell them that, yeah, your student is this way, So this is my strongest challenge, when I'm working with the students, young Gen Z, yeah, or millennium. Yeah, and of course, colleague also have ego, like Geshe Michael said, oh, what, I'm not able to handle my student. Yeah, so these things are happening like a wheel like that, Yeah, and then of course, Geshe Michaels are being has the wisdom to know what is going on, but there are students that doesn't has that wisdom to think that, oh, I was given this task and therefore I was being free. I keep having this word favoritism, or being judged by, students are always like to use this word. Yeah, so how could it be that they will bring that to their workplace, and I'm sure because if they already have this implanted in their mind, it's a state they have, then when they go out, it appears to them again. Yeah, so that's my challenge.
Yeah, we can talk more about that. But meanwhile, we actually hand over the time back to the teacher Gary first. Then in future we can talk about that. Yeah.
I think it's a good question. We can continue to talk. I think main thing is still that conventionally we will think that that's coming from the children, that's coming from my colleagues and things like that. But the main thing is that how do we use it to change? Because they are part of our environment. They are part of our surrounding. So it's coming from part of our 4 flower seed ripening. So that is something that we need to really have a strong understanding. The pen is coming from me. It's not coming from the pen itself. And yeah, it's a bit challenge when you're giving this situation. But like Xiaoyi say, it's possible when we plant the seed to change. Okay. So I also see that we have a lot of good questions, but unfortunately we are running a bit behind time. So let's continue the discussion, especially in the action lab. Bring in your problem and then see how you apply and see how the result. And then we can discuss. Okay, so now we should have like 8 minutes break.
Yeah, everyone, we're going to have an 8 minutes break. So you can go get yourself some water or go to the, refresh yourself, have a break. And we will play some music. And when it's ready, we will highlight to you, okay? Thank you all. Thank you, teachers. Take a break first.
Teacher Choi,
Yes.
we will not having the punch card, right?
Punch card.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. I think you can follow Teacher Sugan's inner garden. You try the inner garden. Yeah, that is. Teacher Sugan put in a lot of information inside and a lot of learning inside, and you can follow that. Or you go through the whole manual. Seems that you're quite familiar with all the tools.
No, what I still don't understand why we need to read the aphorism.
Which one?
Aphorism. You know the words that in what the name of the aphorism or something.
Oh, aphorism. Huh? Oh, that is some wisdom that passed down from ancients. Is a wisdom which you can apply in a certain situation. And if you read through it, will help you in certain situation. And this is not created by St. Michael or somebody in the modern world. It's something which already proven. That's why until now, so many thousand over years, you still can find that. That means somebody used it effective. That's why so you just, for me, if you really want, you can pick out one or two, just do a contemplation of meditation and think about it. You will, it's just like, in management or especially in leadership, you need a leadership toolbox. You must enrich your leadership today, and what are people you're going to meet tomorrow, and what are behavior they have. So the more tools that in your leadership toolbox, the more flexible that you are. So that's why all these things that you highlight is to just make your toolbox more tools for you to use as a leader. Of course, you don't read that, it's okay. You still can survive. But all this Santideva's wisdom is just help us, because maybe one of this can use in one special situation. When I read through this, it's amazing. I cannot imagine somebody 1,000 over years ago can think about this. And in this modern world, you ask somebody about the same problem, they not even know how to give you a proper solution. But Santideva is a great guy, a great master in the past, and he passed down this and go through 1,000 over years. People still try to share this wisdom. That means somebody use it, they benefit it. That's why they think this is important. But of course, we might, like today, I heard one of the teaching is we might not have the ability to digest this until one day we can digest it. Then you can see the meaning behind all this wisdom. Just pick up. There are 40, right? You just pick up one or two, go through a contemplation, meditation, think about it. What is the essence behind that? Where I can use this? When the situation comes, immediately in your mind, that wisdom come up to help you. Leadership is interesting, right? Because you meet people, you lead people, and people change every day and the same day. So, and you need a lot of all this wisdom to help us to face it. Yeah. I hope I answer your question, Harry.
It's perfect.
I also don't go through all, frankly speaking. My books always when I'm working in Bosch, my books is there almost 5 years. I use it very often, and of course, you ask me, do I remember all? I say no. Of tourism, but I did over. But you ask me whether I use all or not. No. Some I really don't have that type of situation to apply that. But some actually he guide me through in the thought process and how to face people. So I hope interesting. You don't really try to read the 47 in one shot. Frankly speaking, you cannot digest all. It's all deep wisdom. You just take, maybe you just flip, Casey Michael always saying that, just flip to that one, okay, 26, just read through 26. Maybe because Casey Michael said nothing is coincident. When you flip to 26, maybe somehow you really need that particular one. So then you go through, just like a card, right? Just like a card, just pick up or think about it. And after for a while, this 47 become your very useful tools in your leadership toolbox. Okay, just try this thing out. Yeah.
Harry, I just want to let you know, Teacher Jacqueline has given you a reply to your questions, and I've reposted up to the chat group. So you check it out. If you don't see it, you let me know, yeah?
I already saw the answer.
All right, thank you. Well, we have about 145 minutes to go.
Harry, I think my suggestion is that you could go to Inner Garden and do the thing every day, and then you will see. Teacher Shugan already have the thing that every day you have one phrase or something. Then it's easier for you to digest and concentrate on it. If you try to remember everything or read it in one pass, all the thing, it's almost impossible. Okay, you will find more confusion. But the Inner Garden is really good. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure Soling or Johnny will be here because this now also they are on not the camera. So maybe I just get started. Anyway, it's time's up. So okay, welcome back everyone. So I think tonight we have some interesting questions from Harry and from Jing Ting as well. And Teacher Xiao Yi and Teacher Choi has given the two live teaching. So I'm going to complete the last one, okay, for the level 8. So let's have some time to go through this, and then I will follow by an update on the action lab. Okay, because all your questions is where I'm very happy, because if you have no questions or you don't see challenges in your leadership journey, it shows that you never think about how you want to use it. But now as you ask question means that you're really looking into your problem and you try to use what you learn. That's really the first step. And I really encourage you, keep asking questions. Even you don't get an answer tonight, just come back and think and try to see how we can go over and solve the problem. Okay, so Harry, let's put your question down first, okay? And we will try to address it later. So let me come to the sharing of the live tool. And yeah, this is the last live tool for the whole level. And I like to go back. Okay. Can you all see my screen now? Is it okay? Okay, good. So this is the last live tool of the level. And yeah, What have we learned? I think I'm not going to cover a lot because teacher Shugan has so kind that in the 2 application lab, he has actually go through many things. If you miss the application lab, my suggestion is that please watch the recording because a lot of information is already there. I especially enjoy also the second session, which is just the past Tuesday. He put up in a very short and easy way to follow. So please try to follow. And if you still have questions, please feel free to ask in the chat group also. You don't have WhatsApp group. You don't have to wait until the action lab as well. Okay, so we have 12 live tool and they divided into these different segments. And I think teacher Shugan has already covered them from the seed to be a leader to qualities of a successful leader, the technique of successful leader, and the seed to be successful leader. So all this has been covered. So now, as what we say, level 8, we have both conventional tools as well as seed. So it's a mix. So like just now Harry asked, when the aircon break down, do we still need to repair? Of course, we still need to call the repairman to come. But when we call the repairman come, whether he can fix our problem or how long the problem will be solved and not coming back, it depends then on our seed. Okay, so therefore, don't think that conventional method is not important. But once you loaded it with seed, just like the stapler, okay, the stapler will work if you have loaded it with the stapler. Okay, so that is how things work. Now, tonight we arrive at the last one of the level, which is the purpose of leadership. Okay, the purpose of leadership and the title of the live tool is something worth following. So what is it about? What is it about? Okay, first question we need to ask ourselves, why should others follow us? Why should people follow you as a leader? So for that, Casey Michael suggested we should check the goals of the team. What are the goals that you are leading your team towards? We want to bring people to a better place. What is a better place for the team? Is it truly a better place? So this is the thing that we want to examine tonight. This topic is slightly different from the rest. This is a lot of looking inside, looking into future, how you can impact others as a leader. So it goes much deeper than just a normal leadership journey. All right, so let's continue. So as a leader, when you look into your team's goal, you need to check what kind of goal you will leading your teams towards. For example, can you all type in the chat what kind of goal you are leading your teams towards? Or what's your project that you're working with your team? You want to unmute yourself, also possible. Just give us answer. What type of project or goals you are bringing your team towards? Anyone? No team, no goals?
For me, I bring my team when we serve in the charity work is more towards harmony.
Okay.
It's one of our main goals.
So your goal is to have a harmony, but you do have a project team, right? For example, to serve the elderly, right? That's your project, okay? Your goal is that you want to go and visit the elderly, and then you are going to give them time, you are going to serve them well. This is your goal, right? And then the result is that you want to see harmony, right? So yeah, that's a goal. Very good. But some of the goal, like business success, a lot of people want to have business success. I believe people like doing business. Yeah, bring team to business profit. Cheetah, exactly. Okay. To help our clients and candidate to get a place of progression. Yeah, these are all the goals that we can have with our team. Now, if we take a look at the goal, some goals can be harmful. A business success, where does the business success come from? Is it by, for example, selling alcohol? So you are the more in that perspective. You lead your team, sell the most profitable things, but could be harmful to people. So that is something a harmful goal. Or it's something meaningless. You do a lot of things that doesn't help people. People are just wasting time scrolling through your Instagram or whatever. You are the some people that people okay. So people might like to follow you. Oh, where's a good food to eat? And then you say something that is not really true about the product, but you try it, but it's not really bringing meaning to their life. So these are the things, the goals that we need to avoid. Okay. But as what we see from Chita and Josephine, you have goals that bring some meaning. Okay. For example, just now, I think Jin Ting also talking about education. Okay. Maybe you are having a restaurant or you are doing some industry. Okay. Manufacturing, or you are in the medical area, or you are even a housewife managing your family. Okay. All these goals are having some meaning. Correct or not? You are helping some people. These are the meaning, some goals that with some meaning. These are good goals. But question is it enough? Is it enough to have a goal for my own success, for my own progress in my career, so that I become the top manager in my industry? Is it enough? That's the question. Why should people follow me if the goal is all for myself? To make sure my success, to make sure my income, if everything is good for me, why should people follow me? So that's the question we want to ask. Okay, so that is the meaning of this one. Is it worth following this type of leader? Do you want to follow a leader that only take care of their own success? Make use of the team to build their empire of business or to build their career? Do you want to follow such a leader? If you want, then put yes. Why? If you don't want, you put no in the chat. Let me see. How many of you want to follow this type of leader? Yeah, the goal is having some meaning, right? It's building and it's teaching, is something like that. Yeah, you don't want, right? And so what will happen? We have two kinds of goals. Goals with meaning and goals with ultimate meaning. When we say ultimate meaning, it means what? It means goals that can help many other people. Goals that can help not only yourself. This is what we mean, goals with ultimate meaning. Not only for your own good, but for the good of your team member also. If you are success, they will be successful as well. So not only considering my business success, therefore, just now we mentioned about training our people so that they become successful. Like Xiao Yi said, use the skillful means so that both of them learn something, just like what Geshe Michael's teacher did to him. So he become a better person, a wiser person. So this is what your ultimate goal should be. It's not only benefit yourself, but benefit others. Now, how do you turn a goal with some meaning to be an ultimate goal? Okay. So a goal with some meaning, we said this is a good goal. Okay. Because you are not harming others, right? You didn't cause others trouble, and then you actually pay your employee and things like that. You are reasonable good. But how to make it an ultimate goal is what we want. Now, if we open a cafe, we want to have a successful business. Just now Chita mentioned to have a successful business. I'm not very sure what type of business Cheetah is in, okay, but I believe it's some kind of good business. And then, okay, you want to be successful. That's really good, okay. Exporting spice, oh, that's good, okay. Yeah, so you are exporting spice. You want to have a successful business. How do you make it this business a goal, become an ultimate goal is by using 4 steps. It's so easy. When you are using 4 steps means what? You're helping others to be some success, right? Nobody use 4 steps just for my own to be want to achieve. Always use 4 steps. Okay? Always use 4 steps. Use the right way to get with your success, not the conventional way. Conventional way is how to make success. What will be the conventional way?
Get my
Compete,
business success.
get more buyer. Okay. Yeah, you get more buyer, you compete, right? Maybe you have to, or Josephine, business about getting to you make your client happy. Okay. You have to think about it. Is it more advertisement?
Recording
To
in
get good
progress.
business for whatever people need. Recommend good stuff for others who are not your customer. Maybe not even different field. Okay. In the manual, Giselle Michael gives a lot of examples. He said to get your cafe, to have a good people coming to your cafe, you need to plan. How you plan? You bring good assistance to others. You want to have good business? You need to plan it. How you plan it? You bring business to other company, to other shops. This is how you do it. Not just by advertising, more advertisement, more things in the Instagram, inviting more people to write good review. Yes, that are conventional method. But do you give good review to other shops when you visit them? Or you just focus on your own business? That is using 4 steps. So for everything you want to achieve, use 4 steps. This is what Giselle Michael mentioned. A lot of example you can read. Okay. So that is how you make a good goal become an ultimate goal. Because by using 4 steps itself, you are helping other people. Okay. You're making others successful. Okay. So for everything. And of course, this picture is showing what? What is this picture?
Coffee meditation.
Exactly. Giselle Michael say we never do enough coffee meditation. So when we mean 4 steps, it's complete 4 steps. Make sure you do enough coffee meditation. Okay. That to make your business success and others will success also. If you have an opportunity, you should teach the people in your team 4 steps as well. Okay. So that is what you should do. Now, the next thing is, will your business always success? Continuously success? Anyone want to make a guess?
That would
You
base
think your
on
business-
how often you do your 4 steps, your complete 4 steps. And how
Okay,
you plant your seeds in that sense to see there's a continuation of
Good.
business coming in.
get it and got it. Okay, we want to make the business to continue to success. We need to do something. Okay, because good things always end. Your coffee shop will get old. Okay, new competitor will come out, more fancy things. The same thing as this picture, which is used in, I think, level 5, foundation level 5, baby in the watch. What does it mean? Anyone still remember? Anyone attended level 5 still remember what is this picture about? Xiaoyi nod her head. I know Hari attended level 4-5. Do you still remember this picture? Who else remember? Sok Ling, do you remember this?
I think I remember, but I don't remember the name of the tool. The
Good.
machine has saved Dennis, but yeah, from the moment the baby is born, he's heading towards I no matter what, how much good food you feed, and such, one day the baby will also grow old and die.
Yes. 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 Sok Ling got it. Thank you. Yay. Sok Ling get it. Okay. Yes. We need to. Good. Never attended level 5, Josephine, but you get the answer nearly correct. Okay. The law of mortality. The moment we are born, we are one step closer to death. Okay, because we all have a finite time on how long we'll be in this world. And the moment we are born, we get closer and closer towards the final moment. Okay, this is what this thing said. No matter, like Sok Ling said, no matter how we take care of the baby, put them protected in the best safe place, give them the best food, whatever we can, at the end, this baby will also come to the end of their life. So everything that begins will end. This is what it means. Okay. So you start a new business, you start a new project. At the end of the day, this thing will end, or you will end first. Okay. We ourselves will be gone. Some people will gone first before their business gone. So either one of them will end. Now, can we stop this? Okay, some of you got the answer. Okay, reinvest our karmic seed. Yes. Why does failure happen? Anyone want to try? Why does failure happen? I think you all should be able to get the answer. You guys are very close. Seeds run out. Yes. And okay, so what happened? Seeds run out already, no more money already. You took out all the seeds. Because for the project to run, you need a lot of good seeds. To have your success, you need a lot of good seeds. Now you take out all the seeds, your bank got nothing else. This is why failure will happen. It's the same for our life. It's the same for relationship. It's the same for financial anything. When seed running out, this is where failure will happen. Now, is there a solution to it? I think some of you already answered. How to stop this failure is we reinvest. We need to continue to plant seed. Okay? We need to continue to make sure our bank is not empty. Okay? So, because every time you use good seed, you are like withdraw from your bank account. So you need to continue to top up. Okay? You need to continue to reinvest your seed. Now, in this level, Geshe Michael teach us how do we reinvest. One way is that we plant, right? We keep planting. We need to plant a lot. The other way is like what? We can plant more big seeds, right? Because big seeds are more powerful. We learned about fertile soil before, okay? So we need to plant the seeds. So one of the way to make the seed big, okay? Look at this one, okay? This is an acorn, and this is a big tree, oak tree. Geshe Michael always say it grows thousands of times bigger, the result, okay? Because this one is like few ounces and this one is in tons, okay? So they are really, really very, very big. Now, how do we make our seed big is by checking our intention. intention is very important. Harry, can I address your question later? Okay, thank you. So 3 levels of intention. First level is make sure our goal is for the best. Second level, every process, as what we say, using 4 steps. Okay, using 6 system for every goal we want. Because when we use this, means our intention is to help others. Okay. We want to be the best so that we can be success. And how to be success is because using 4 steps. And the third level is every 4 steps, we think about how we make others become success. Okay. This one I'll elaborate more next one. Okay. When we do our coffee meditation, okay, after we set our intention, we also need to coffee meditate. And this way of coffee meditation is going to make our seed stronger and bigger. Okay. How do we do it? We want to imagine, okay, visualize the impact of our 4 steps. How much people can be benefit from it? How many people can be benefit from it? We don't think that only the team that we lead is going to benefit. We want to visualize a much bigger impact, that the ripple impact. Okay. By using 4 steps in our group, in our project team, then when they see us success, they will start to apply 4 steps. Okay. Wow, and it's very harmony. The family is very good. The volunteers all listen to her. They are very supportive. When people see this, they will copy. Okay. Another group will copy this group. Okay. And when this group copy, they will be copied by another group. Not only that, when they go home, they got family, they got friends. So the thing can spread to many, many people without you know about it. So this is how you bring in more seeds. Visualize that your influence is not only limited to your own team, but you expand your boundary until it has no boundary, borderless. Okay. You imagine the whole world is using it. The whole universe is using it. Okay. This active appreciation of the borderless success, okay, plants it for an ultimate goal that is endless. Okay. We want to imagine this so that you have a lot of seeds. Your seed bank never run out. Okay. Why we have failure is because our seed bank running out of good seeds. So once you imagine, once you coffee meditate it, using this way, you are going to plant much more bigger seeds that will help you to sustain your success, and actually it become endless because your seed bank is so big. Okay. And I can share a little bit of a personal example. When we started our training after our retirement, first thing to be a trainer in Malaysia is that you need to get certified. So how do I get certified? We need to attend a training. So after the training, I have classmates that they have problem to submit their application. So I actively help them. Okay? They call me, and I even send them all my documents as sample so that they see how I actually documented my application. So we just help people. And of course, DMO is providing us the platform to plant seed. So we come to DMO, we share knowledge, we create short courses and things for DMO. At the end of the thing, our business comes in, and then we have a lot of things, people coming, different people. And we also help my fellow team, okay? We have a group of 5 to 6 trainers in that company that we engage us. So we always meet up, share ideas and things like that. And sometimes when we go training, we also think that, wow, we are planting a seed to another group of people so that they can learn another system. They can think of a different perspective on how success can be. Because to a lot of people, success is just by giving them money, right? This company at the bottom, when we go to their company and give the training, the boss tells us, you know, I give them money, I reward them, but they don't appreciate me. So this is how people think money can buy, okay, the people's cooperation. This is what they think. So we tell them a bit about seed system in a skillful way because they have different group of people. So we just tell them be kind to others. This is the seed we want to plant. Help others, help your colleagues. So this is what we say. We try to be understanding of what people need. Slowly, we hope that we can plant the seed to let people to see kindness is the way to get success. So this is something we can skillfully do it. And along the way, we can think about how these people, they can bring the thinking process to their family and to the other colleagues. Now, the last part of this slide too is talking about succession. What does succession mean? One day we will gone. What we did, is it going to continue or not? That is the question. Okay. How do we make sure the success continue after you are gone? Okay. So Geshe-Michael suggested 2 things about succession. First is that you need to identify someone in your group that is capable. Then you train them. But you also want to make it clear to them, okay, that you too will be potentially my successor. Let them know. And also let others in the teams know. So when you leave, when you are no more there, whatever reason, planned or unplanned, then people will feel they have a new leader. Okay. So this is, Geshe-Michael said, a bigger version of replacing others with me. No one wants to lose a leader that they love. So we want to make sure people do not feel that they are lost just because the leader is not more there. They know there's someone they can rely on when you are no more there. I think Geshe-Michael is a good example, personally, I see, because he openly talked about his health condition. He openly talked about the days that when DCI is without him. Even his teaching teams are talking about it very openly. And in SCIM, we are in SCIM, we just started, today is the 3rd day. In the opening, it's also telling us the same. Okay, other professors are telling us the same. When Geshe-Michael is no more there, you are the people who learn the seed system. You have the responsibility to let this legacy continue. So this is, he prepared it so that when the day comes, people will not like, oh, where's Geshe-Michael? What should we do now? So he's preparing us. When the time comes, we will know that this is the day. It's just a matter of time. So it is important, if you are a leader of a company, your own business, it's important to prepare your team so that your success is not limited to the time when you are here. We know ultimately we all have to leave this world. Okay, there will come a day. Now, a successful leader creates something worth following by pursuing an ultimate goal. Okay, using 4 steps. And you inspire others, okay, by your success. How do you inspire others? You need to be successful. And how to be successful? Use 4 steps. Okay, so that is what we like to share with you. on Life to 12, this is a bit different in the way that it is more philosophical. It takes deeper and contemplation. It is not something that we just use it as it is, but it did suggest that we should use more 4 steps. We should coffee meditate. We should make sure our goal is a good goal, not meaningless, not harmful. And then think about why should people follow me. Okay. I think a lot of you here, just now Chin Ting mentioned education line. These are very, very good, very, very meaningful. How to help the young people today. How to help other colleagues to be successful. Harry is making, I think, coats, right? Jackets and things like that. It's also something people dress up nicely. How do you make it meaningful? That others who are working for you also successful by using 4 steps. Not just by thinking about how do I get more customer by giving better price, by giving better service. Yes, we need better price, we need better service. But do you use 4 steps or not? Otherwise, you are going to give the whatever best price, but your customer are going for more expensive, more premium. So you need to transit for it. Okay? So I think that's all about my life too. Harry, do you have any top urgent question? Because we are running a bit behind time, I need to cover the action lab. Do you have something that you need to get the answer tonight? Yes, Harry.
I think it's more like in your last slide, teacher Gagling, when we start a business, right? And then we do 4 steps every week, and the company is getting bigger and getting bigger until we out of the time, right? Okay, and then does the business is still can stand until a long time because our seed, or because the successor seed, or how?
Good question. First, you have enough it will keep running. If your successor also use 4 steps, then definitely they will keep running. Okay? Because they know your success is coming from 4 steps. So they will copy you. You are spreading the virus. And I like what Giselle Michael or even this teacher team said. We hope one day in this world, instead of competition, 4 steps become the new norm. We don't have to learn 4 steps anymore. Everybody born in an environment that is using 4 steps to get what they want. Not like today, we are struggling to use 4 steps because we don't born with the 4 step habit. Our surrounding is having an opposite to 4 step culture. So the vision is one day, everyone is born and live in an environment using 4 steps. Whatever we want is by giving, by helping others to get. Instead of we get it first, instead of we fight to with others to get what we want. And we struggle to go against this norm that people are telling us to do. You want to gain business, you must get better price, you must do this, you must do that, you must work hard and things like that. It doesn't mean that we don't work hard. Okay? But do we help others as well when we are working? Is it working hard will give you for sure the success? If it's not, then something else is what we need to examine. Okay, Harry?
So, Harry, I think important is whether you have time or not, and whether you're busy or not, you think they are related directly. That's why last time I also feel that I'm very, very busy in my career until I start to learn SIP. That's why then first they asked me and GL to run book club. I say, forget about it because I work almost 12 hours, at least 12 hours. I also work during the weekend. how can I run book club? But somehow, when we start to plan time sheet, and we are running 3 book club in 1 week, and me and Gia attended 2 ACI class in a week. So, and I didn't reduce my responsibility in my company. I'm still taking care of my department, and I'm taking care more project than before. So, but I still can do it. But you compare to Geshe Michael, who have 40 over company, every day he spent 6 hours to translate the ancient scripture, but he still can come to Malaysia and still can spend few days in Malacca with us. Just imagine, there's no limit. That's why we don't. I think at the end, the seed will drive us.
Yeah, Harry, the most important is that you need to try it yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's the most important. All right. So coming to that, let me share what are we going to do next week with the Action Lab. It's your show time. This is something that you are going to put into action what you have learned. So Action Lab, we talk about, we want to turn wisdom into daily living, and there are 6 sessions. Okay, so now with Anne's help, I think we put everyone into 2 groups. Okay, so these are the 2 groups. Anne will later help to post this into the students group. So these are the 2 groups of students. We thank Shireen and Jenny to be the group leader. Maybe you all want to apply some assistant leader in the group. I'm fine. Okay, every one of you. I think Anne has to do some consideration how she managed to group you all in these 2, whatever seat you all bring you together. Okay, so this is how you have to understand. Whatever the reason you are together in the group, there must be a reason. All right, so this is group A and group B, and what you need to know is these are the dates. Okay, these are the dates, and these are the live 2 we are going to discuss. Okay, so live 2 1 and 2 will be the first session. Live 2 3 and 4 will be the second session. Okay, so first session, okay, those who not able to attend, you just inform your leaders, but you all still can participate in the discussion. Okay, you all can still participate in discussion about how you're going to apply this live 2. Okay, so to make it easy, next week, the Zoom discussion is up to you all to decide with your leaders. Okay, you all arrange yourself. If you need Zoom link, you can talk to Anne. I think Anne can support you all with the Zoom link if needed. Right? Anne can, right? Yes. And then what happened next week is every team, you just prepare 1 live 2. You don't have to prepare 2. So I suggest the team with the odd number, easier to remember. Okay, the odd number will be team A. The even number will be team B. Okay, so easier to remember. So team A, you will prepare the live 2 1, live 2 3, live 2 5, and things like that in this manner. Team B, you will prepare the live 2 2, live 2 4, live 2 6, 8, 10, 12 this way. But it doesn't mean that you don't read the other live 2, okay? It's just for the Action Lab, you are going to present this live 2. So what are you going to present? You are going to have 10 minutes for the presentation. You read the live 2 in the manual, or you watch the recording. And then you ask yourself, which part resonates with you? Which one you will apply? What I'm going to do? And then discuss with your group members, and then bring your group inside, your plan, your experience. Maybe you already have such an experience. Let's say tonight, taking teacher Xiao Yi's live 2, let's say. Oh, I really have 2 colleagues that are competing. How should I do it? Maybe you want to discuss, how do I do it? That's my challenge, for example. Then live 2 1 is about what? Which part is related to my thing? Which one I can apply? I can tell you when I started learning this system. Later we will share all this. Tomorrow we will share all this in the chat. When I learned, for example, Life 2.1, I talk about caring. You only need to bring one topic. I know caring is my biggest challenge. So I actively work on my caring part. So that is how we can do it, okay? This is how we identify. You don't have to teach the whole life too. Don't teach. You just to pick the part that you want to develop